Abundance. I'm India Aja. So I just wanted to come in here and just talk to you all about tarot readings. Any type of divination work. Tarot readings really, I see a lot of people are into them, doing them. You know, a lot of people are coming into waking up, and I feel like that's probably one of the first things that people gravitate towards as a means to open themselves up to all of the many possibilities, to help in with their calling, with their purpose. Everybody has a purpose here. Not everyone has a specific calling. Tarot is not one of those. So, um, I feel like tarot is something that people kind of take for a joke. It's definitely like you're tapping into energy. We're always tapping into energy, whether we're taking something from somebody, whether we're hugging, what we're watching on TV, listening to with music. We are constantly always interacting with energy, and tarot is just another form of that. With that also, when you go to get a tarot reading, please make sure you are vetting the person that you are getting a reading from. If you just wanted to do it just to help that person practice or such, and y'all good friends or whatever, that's perfectly fine. But always make sure you pray before, and always make sure you're cleansing yourself before and after. Okay. I do also feel like with tarot readings too, people get them and think that it's like a big, oh, read my fortune, tell me my future, and like, come on now. A lot of what they show in these movies is such a big inaccuracy of how divination works, and there's so many forms of divination. It's not just tarot. You have playing cards, you have, these are oracle cards, these are my favorite deck. You have a oracle deck again, and another oracle deck. So crystal balls, form of divination, writing, just free writing, that's a form of divination also too. It's so many different ways of divining. You can divine with fire, you can divine with water. So it's not just one set, but ultimately when you are wanting to get a tarot reading, wanting to seek answers from divine spirit, from any of your ancestors, any of your elevated ancestors, wanted to get in contact with any of your transitioned loved ones, things of that nature, divination would be the way to go. It also helps with knowing if somebody has done some type of root work on you. So it helps with that. But also with that too, you definitely have to make sure the person that you're getting your divination work from is someone that is really rooted in this type of practice. You just have people that just do it just because they trying to get money, and you really cannot be into this type of spiritual work if you in it for the money. That shit is going to backfire on you badly. So that's just another thing. Well, it's going to backfire on the person, that practitioner that is doing that type of service for you. Tarot isn't something that is set in stone. Nothing within our life is set in stone. It's just all on the point of whether we choose to make these situations, these circumstances permanent, so to speak. We are the ones that ultimately make that decision within our lives. So when you get a reading, and if you are like, oh, well, this isn't matching up with my energy, rightfully so, because the person, sometimes your spirit guides, your ancestors, sometimes they can end up actually blocking your energy from getting you to not have certain details revealed to someone or to you. Sometimes they do not want you to really know all that you have going on, or what you wanted to sit here and look at. So but then it's also the fact too, you have some situations where, say for instance, I will be the person that give you advice and tell you the different possibilities that I see within these cards that are happening. And say if I tell you, oh, well, you have to sit here and do a specific inner work within yourself to make this happen, make this the outcome, and you don't do it, you've changed that energy now from that reading. So of course it's now going to be perceived from you like, okay, this isn't accurate, that reading I had was some shit, she lied to me, blah blah blah. That's not always the case. Like I said, with that, energy is always shifting, energy is always changing. Everything in our lives is energy. It's all energy, okay? Yeah, so I love divination. I love the fact that we have these spiritual tools to connect with these elevated beings, with these angels, with divine spirit, the Most High, with our transition loved ones, just being connected to the spiritual realm. This is the reason why divination is such a love thing for me, And you have so many people, especially within the Bible, and of course hoodoo is a big thing to use Bibles with, because African diaspora, with our culture, we have had to make do with what we had when, being enslaved and things of that nature, and being forced to practice a religion that was foreign to us. We blended that, so we used the Holy Bible as a means to get certain work done, certain prayers, protections for us. But I just feel like divination has also been looked at from a standpoint of evil, because the mainstream media put it this way. It's not okay, and I feel like people constantly are ignorant to and fearful to what they don't know. And my suggestion to that is learn this shit, like read it, like don't sit here and frown your face up at it just because you hearing it from media or your grandparents say this is that. Just because somebody sits here and says something, you should not sit here and take it for a fact. Okay, I always say, always do your research, always continue to learn new things. Like, yeah, so to those that think that divination is evil or whatever, you can move on to the left. But yeah, I hope that this video enlighten you all a little bit onto divination and tarot and things of that nature. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. I love interacting with you guys. So, all right, until next time, peace and abundance.